Magic Names here on Kababayan LA, and I'm so happy because I know this guy is so busy, but every time we call, he always makes it a point to visit us here on the show. AJ, Rafael, hello and welcome to Kababayan LA.
Good to be back.
I hope my brother's watching. You know, I gave him my iPod and I told him to fill it up with songs because I don't have time to do that. And so it's all AJ Rafael songs, different versions, recorded live and all that. So I play it when I wake up and then I go to the shower, it's playing AJ Rafael. I get out of the shower, it's still AJ Rafael. And then 10 minutes later, 30 minutes later, I'm getting ready, dressing up, it's still AJ Rafael before I leave the house.
Good. This is a part of your morning now.
Yeah, and we're going to hear all those songs on Sunday.
Yes.
Harvest
Moon
Moon
as much as we can.
Festival.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite song from among all your songs? Because I love Showstopper.
Oh, thank you.
But that's just me.
I'm sorry you didn't make the new album. But one of my favorites is the one that I wrote with my friend Jesse Barrera, who helped me produced the album. And it's called She Was Mine. And it seems to just like a lot of generations kind of like that song opposed to just my demographic, you know. So that's why I love it the most.
And when we talk about the album, we're talking about Red
Roses.
Red Roses album. Are you going to be singing mostly from that album or from previous albums also on Sunday?
It depends, really. It depends on the crowd, you know. When I feel like there's some fans who've seen me before on like MySpace and stuff, then I'll throw in some old stuff. You know, last year when I sang at Harvest Moon Festival, I think that was last year or 2 years ago.
Or Lunar New Year, I don't know. Was it Harvest? Yeah, Lunar New Year, I think.
Yeah. And I performed an oldie because I felt like it's just the vibe I get from the crowd. So it depends.
And so that means you don't have a list of what you go there cold.
Yeah, pretty much. And then me and my band talk about it. Yeah, feed off.
Right. How nice is that? And guess what? He is going to be the last performer before we draw the winner of a brand new car. And I know a lot of you AJ Rafael fans are younger, starting to drive. You might win a car.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Right? Do you want to win a car?
Cool. I would love to win a car.
But you can't, though, because you're going to be performing.
I know.
You can't perform and win the car.
I know. That would be too much.
Right. You can perform at Harvest Moon, though, and do Spring Awakening.
Yes. So
what is Spring Awakening?
Spring Awakening is this musical I'm doing at RCC. And
a musical. Did you hear that? A musical.
Yeah. So, you know, musical theater has been a love of mine for a long time, since high school. And I don't really get to show that too much in my shows, obviously, because I'm singing pop and I'm singing my own songs. But, yeah, it opens in October in Riverside. So it's something that I'm really busy doing right now, Monday through Thursday, doing a lot of rehearsals. So,
when you say musical, you're not just singing. You're obviously acting as well.
Yes, exactly. It's a new thing. Well, you know, since high school, but it still feels new because I've been just working on music.
Right.
So, you know, I'm working on getting my acting.
How are you in acting? Like, do you
I'm okay.
Practice in front of the mirror and and focus on your facial reactions and features?
Yeah. I guess it just depends on what kind of role it is. You know, I've been lucky to play just regular human beings.
What is like your role in Spring Awakening?
This guy named Georg, which is spelled like George without the E, and it's set in Germany. So, and I'm a piano player who's in love with my teacher and her. Yeah, it's
how
it's
close is that to your real Oh, sexual!
It is. That musical is pretty sexual.
But your fans are PG.
I know, but it's a good coming of age musical, I guess. You know, it's mature.
And how close is that to real life?
Well, I am a piano player, so that's cool. But
in love with your teacher?
I can't say I was in love with my teacher. I mean, but yeah, most teachers are ladies, so I imagine that young piano players.
Are you in love right now?
I can't say that I am. I'm in love with Jesus Christ.
In love with life.
I'm in love with life.
And apparently in love with Batman and Robin, the new tattoo. We're going to be talking about that when we return on the show. Plus, AJ singing for us. Don't go away.